Alright, in this video I'm going to go over how to build Jin-woo himself. Now this is something that I as a new player had a lot of trouble with. I was going with a very balanced build. I put stats into everything, mostly in strength, but into everything. And I've come to learn that it is safe to play that way. But the thing is, in this game, you want to be fast rather than safe, if that makes sense. Because a lot of, well, if not every content is time-based, right? You have to beat certain things, and especially late game where you're focusing on beating things as fast as possible. For example, with like the Igris time trial thing right now. You want to be fast and efficient rather than defensive. So I'm going to just give you guys the stats right away that I think is best from what I've learned in the game. So first of all, you of course want to invest into strength because you want your basic attack to go as high as possible. Okay? Second thing that's very important that you need to get up is perception. This is because if you get your perception up, it increases your precision. And you want your precision, you see it here at 80.28%. You want your precision to be at a minimum of 80% and you will melt enemies, alright? Minimum of 80%. Now when I say melt, sadly enough, there's another stat you need to truly melt your enemies. And that is investing into agility. Because you want as much crit hit rate and damage. Now the hit rate is the hard part to get. So you want to invest a lot into this, to be honest. Because if you can see my crit rate is only 13%. You want this to be at least 50%, at least. Okay? So those are the stats I would recommend you to focus on. Strength, agility, and perception. You will be a glass cannon essentially. So it's up to you whether you want to do this or not. Now I played through the early to like early mid game section of the game by investing a lot into vitality as well. So don't like feel ashamed or whatever. But this blessing stone, which you have equipped anyways, gives you a revive, which is why I think it's very possible to just play a more damage focused build and really focus on dodging. That is key, of course, to playing a glass cannon build. You need to make sure your dodges are on point. Now, obviously, when it comes to skills, it's up to you what you want to invest in and what you want to use. I would definitely recommend to, you can run two skills, so I would always recommend to run a skill that has break. The higher the break, the better. Okay? And then I would recommend to run one, I like to use this or this, that just does a ton of damage. That's how I run it. But you will be switching out your skills often depending on what kind of enemy you're fighting. And you also have these runes, of course, that give them a different elemental effect, and you also want to switch those out. Because if I'm facing someone who's weak to darkness, well, I have a darkness rune, it would be a waste not to equip it. So you will be changing skills a lot anyways. I would recommend to get the QTE skills up, because you will use those often, and they are nice. And when it comes to the ultimate, I would say do not invest in this ultimate at all, the first one you get. Just wait off, just hold off until you get this one. This one does a lot more damage. So it's honestly a waste to invest into this one, which I also wish I knew earlier. Now it's only at level 3, so it's not a big deal. When it comes to artifacts, I could do, if you guys want me to, I could do an in-depth guide on artifacts, because what you see right here is not the best set for Jin-woo or anything, but it really depends on the sets on other hunters as well. So I can't just give you like, oh, this is the best set for Jin-woo, because it also depends on other hunters, the sets that you run on other hunters. This is just what I have, and you can copy this if you want. I think this is a very nice basic set that just really increases your overall attack. So you can do with that as you please. But if you want to see more, I'm more than happy to run a video with like showcasing different builds, even though I don't have all like the different items yet, but I do know how to build. So yeah, if that's what you guys want, then I'll make that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.